Okay, we're here with Mark Reynolds, who's awaiting the arrival of the gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Baker. Now, Mr. Reynolds, what brings you down to your competition's shop today?
Well, I was invited here actually today by John Weston, who called me on Saturday and told me that Mike had been informed that Charlie Baker was going to come and do a meet and greet here at Mike's shop. And Mike and I are in the same business, or overlapping business, I would say. And we might compete a little bit on a daily basis, but I think we're pretty well aligned when we try to think about what's right for our businesses in general and what's right for the state in general. And I'm politically oriented, and I did want to meet Charlie Baker in person and find out a little bit more about what his goals are for his campaign and what he would do if he was elected governor.
Now, as a person who's run a business, how long have you run your business so far?
We started 10 years ago in 1999. Quit my real job and started my own because I thought I could do better.
A brave man. Now, what are you looking for in a gubernatorial candidate when it comes as a businessman, someone who depends on themselves for their living?
Well, I would like a state government that I'm not looking for any handouts or anything to be given to me, but I'd like the state not to be in the way of being successful. One of the first encounters we had with the state was when I hired my wife to be our bookkeeper. Within about a week, we got a letter that said you need to be paying workman's comp. And if we didn't have our workman's comp within 3 or 4 days, someone would be visiting us and we would be shut down. So that was my first experience with the state. So we ran out and got workman's comp insurance, which was, I think, $500 or $700 for a bookkeeper. And the second thing was we didn't realize we had to file. There was some type of filing fee, and we were organized as a limited liability company about 4 years after we started as a sole proprietorship. And for a limited liability company, it's a $500 fee for us to provide a report to the state. So you get a letter, which is basically a bill that says send in your report and your $500. And that was one of my pet peeves that stuck in my mind. When I went to Charlie Baker's website, I saw the third thing he had in terms of becoming more business friendly was to normalize the filing fees for all companies, because other forms of organization only have a $125 fee. So the first time we got zinged with that, we didn't know we needed to pay it, and we were 4 years behind, so we got a bill for $2,500 and received nothing that I can see of any benefit. So again, getting back to what I'd like to see in a candidate, I want to see somebody that's I would say pro-business, or at least conscious of what it's like to be able to start and run a business and provide jobs in the state.
Now, are you looking
handouts, but please try not to be in the way so much.
Now, are you looking for something like that on the federal level as well?
Certainly, anything that applies on the state could also apply on the federal level. I don't really see too much federal impingement on my ability to do business, though.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I'd like to talk to you after we meet Mr. Baker and see what you have to say after you've talked to him.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Right.